Welcome to Crescent Hammer YouTube page. This week, fixing this rear bumper. Somebody ripped it off with trying to pull it into place. So I got a tow hitch off a 70-ish Chevy. I'm gonna weld it all in there, fix all this up, make it pretty. Working on the bus this week because I blew up the engine out of there. That engine, you want to see the details on that? That was last week's video. It did not go well. I really did some damage to this thing. But since I don't have a new engine yet, I'm gonna go work on the bus over there. A little bit of a backstory on the bus. Bought this last year, beginning of last year. Nope, bought this the end of 2023. Just gonna fix it up and try to resell it. Well, fixed it up, got it running. On the first drive, I overheated the living crap out of it, and it hasn't ran reliably since. I think I need to pull this engine and replace it, but obviously I'm not gonna do that today. That would make sense. Had it for sale for a while, nobody was interested in it. Now, I think it's still for sale, but nobody's gonna be interested. So now my goal is to get it running again, turn it into a party bus. Couple bus seats here, bus seats there, put a, just regular stereo on it, couple fun LED lights, have it a party bus for me, my friends, my family. Think it'll work out. First things first, I gotta drag this over there so I can get it close to it with my welder and all my tools over there. Here's my plan. I just came up with this. So I'm going to bend this back where it goes, obviously. First step, one. Then I'm going to take this, cut a hole for it right here, right here somewhere. Make it so that can go right there. And cut this somewhere so it fits, and just weld it right on that cross member that's already there. Looks like a pretty stout lad. And then I'll weld that cross member to this guy, and probably to these little frame rails right here. Just weld, get everything really just tough as all possible. It's supposed to go the other way around, it's supposed to go like so, but obviously this isn't it's supposed to go like so, but I think it'll work like this. We'll just have this will stick a little bit out of here, so worst comes to worst, you'll just use it as a step. I don't plan on using this to pull anything around. I just plan on using it to get pulled around. Right now I don't have very high confidence in my ability to build vehicles and engines, so but I've never really messed up anything that bad welding. Doesn't look pretty, but it always holds. That's what I'm saying. All right, so here's my plan. Got a ratchet strap tied to the bumper, a ratchet strap it as close as I can to where it goes, throw that bolt in there, put a nut on it, and kind of get it where it goes, and then start fabricating. Okay, so I got a bolt in there right there. You can see it right there. Got my bolt in. I still need to fix all of this. This is the corner piece that broke. I just dropped it out of there. I'm gonna grab this and pull it back out, but not yet. Now I'm gonna start measuring that and measuring everything under there, so I can cut that to fit and cut that to fit, and then I'm gonna just start welding shit in. Got a plan. Cut this. These are 33.5 right here, right there, and then I'm gonna weld that in the frame rail. Unfortunately, those big bars on the side just ain't gonna fit. They're too wide. We're gonna cut this part off and weld this part directly to that little bar under there. I'm gonna cut a little hole right here, and then this guy is gonna sit in right where that hole is. That's gonna be my step, or knee knocker, whichever one fits. If you're wondering, this is why I had to drag it over here. I have another pair of goggles somewhere. I just don't know where they're at. So I'm gonna use these. I think these are the same Temu ones that Casey from Casey's Customs has. So that's what I'm thinking. I cut my hole way too big though. If you look at it, it's a huge amount of play on each side. And the front end of it needs to come down, so this end will come up because it's kind of pointing into the ground. So I don't think I should have cut near as much crap out of there as I did, but that's that. So you can see that end needs to come down. It's all at a pretty good angle. All right, new plan. Take this extremely rusty piece of scrap metal I have laying around, cut it so it fits right there, weld it on there, then weld that to the frame, and weld that to right here. Just weld everything in one big happy family chunk of metal. Welding nice thick steel is so much better. Get it good and hot. You don't burn the crap out of yourself. Both of them sides are welded on there pretty good. Now let's go put her back under here, kind of get her centered where I want her. Weld everything in there solid. When I tacked that in, there was a gap back here, so I decided just to put the jack in the middle and then jack it up as much as I can, most of the weight of the bus is on the, well, there's not that much. There's no gap or anything on those tires. Kind of looks like it, but there isn't. So there's a lot of weight, a couple 100 pounds on here and on here. And that's just gonna make sure that both sides are touching. Like this side's on there. I put everything exactly where I want it. Now I'm just gonna weld everything solid. All right, she's in there good enough to, welded in there good enough to pull this out, maybe. All right, got everything all welded up. It's crooked as hell back here because of it, but everything under there is all welded up. I'm gonna pull her forward and pull out that hole, or this fender, bumper of this fender, because it is not even close. Then I'll throw this under there and then weld it to pieces, or weld it back together, and then all should be done. Yeah, I should not do body work. I obviously bent that out a little too far. It took me way too long, but I got her strapped in close enough. Now I'm just gonna weld this right here, one on the outside, take this strap off and tighten them bolts. Okay, that's all welded into place, but this little guy got messed up. Ooh, that's still pretty hot. This little guy got messed up in the whole process, so I'm going to gently massage it back into place. Tight, welded together. Step works. I could probably pull a trailer with that pretty easily. I ain't going to, because, well, the bus doesn't run, but I could drag it around wherever I want now. This bumper actually a little bit straighter on this side. Looks a lot better on this side than it used to. See, it was pushed in a little bit. I mean, this side is a little crooked. Need to back into a few things. Probably should paint it. That's another day's problem. Guess that's gonna have to be the where she lives for now. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day.